Rage quit.
Chanukah. It's easily one of my favorite holidays. I light the menorah, I spin the dreidel, and I tell your kids that Santa Claus doesn't exist.
No.
What? I'm not the one that lied to them.
Rage quit.
Chanukah. It's easily one of my favorite holidays. I light the menorah, I spin the dreidel, and I eat delicious oily foods. So, let me explain the story of Chanukah. Thank you. The story of Chanukah. More or less. It was the time of Antiochus, king of Greece. He conquered mighty kings, annexed their lands, and assigned lengthy imprisonments for cheap labor. Allegedly. What's important to understand is that Antiochus was a Hellenist, and he removed the Jewish high priest Yochanan from service in the Holy Temple of Jerusalem, replacing him with his religion-fluid brother Jason, who was also a Hellenist, and spread Hellenist practices everywhere. And this, of course, isn't the only time brothers disagreed over religious policy. There's the well-known case of Cain and Abel, and the less-known case of Mario and Luigi. This isn't the only time brothers argued over which religion to practice either. Oh, come on. Tyrone wrote that one. What do you mean we don't employ black? In order to replace Jewish worship, idols were erected in the Holy Temple, and pigs were sacrificed to it. I had to find a cute one so you'd feel bad. You feel bad? How about now? The high priest Yochanan was greatly distressed by these events. Almost as distressed as Nick Fuentes when he found out he lost Anti-Semite of the Year to a person of color. Which was almost as bad as when he found out he wasn't history's greatest anti-Semite named Nick. He was on the Council of Nicaea. Yochanan protested the Hellenists' influence in the Holy Temple and was forced to flee powerful political antagonists. Yochanan protested the Hellenists' influence in the Holy Temple and was forced to flee before someone turned him into a ghost. Wary from the great and lengthy oppression of the Hellenists and facing an army of 100,000 battle-hardened Greek soldiers, a paltry group of 10,000 Jews, led by Judah the Maccabee, by the grace of God, successfully revolted. And I bet that's the only time in history anyone said the Jews are revolting and it wasn't anti-Semitic. I'm Jewish. I could say that joke. After clearing the temple of all idols and building a new altar, the Maccabees wanted to light the holy menorah, but found only a small cruse of pure kosher olive oil bearing the seal of the high priest Yochanan. It was sufficient to light only for one day, but by a miracle of God, it continued to burn for 8 days until new oil was made available. I mean, I can make a drop of body wash last for 8 days. Showers cost money. In memory that God had once again taken his people under his protection, Jews have celebrated Hanukkah on the 25th day of the Hebrew month of Kislev by giving out fake money. We give gifts too. Oh! Speaking of gifts, I see my producers have handed me a list of the top 3 gifts for anti-Semites this year. It's always good. Not to be outdone by the elf on the shelf or the mensch on a bench, there's the Knicks Got a Stick. At number 2 is Kyrie Irving's favorite films box set. Which films? Makes sense. And the number 1 gift for anti-Semites this year is Kanye West's latest album. Can we see it? Why is that joke okay? Oh yeah, Black describes his emotional state, you racist. Can we hear a little bit on it?
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table. Especially.
Rage quit.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning how to light the Hanukkah menorah, I have a video popping up right over there. I hope I did that right. And did you know that there are signs of the Messiah that are appearing in the news? And you can see what they are. They're from our sages in the Talmud, and it should be popping up right there.